What's the crack, lads? Welcome back to the channel and welcome to another Player of the Week review. Now, I'm not going to spend too long on this because I will actually do a video on the mid-season MVPs, who you should sign, how to train them up, and I'll go into a little bit more detail on that. We'll have a bit of gameplay as well because it's a fairly decent entry point for free-to-play players. I mean, if you pair Pedri and Gravenberch in midfield, right, as an attacking or two centres or whatever way you want to do it, you can actually get a nice team going pretty straight off the rip, really, right? But we are just going to do a quick glance over the Player of the Week. We've got Jude Bellingham with long-range curler. We've got Savinho, who gets his first booster. We have Amir Murillo. All of these players, you can get one free spin. We spun, we got Tammy Abraham for our first free spin, right? So let me just take away my camera here for a second and show the positions and show the other players. You've got Piri and you've got Ross Barkley and Murillo here. We did get Tammy Abraham. Honestly, lads, I don't think that this pack is that good. Savinho is pretty decent. Lisandro Martinez is pretty decent. But yeah, none of these are going to be even mid-game, in my opinion, right? Now, obviously, if you're only starting off and you get your free spin and you get Jude Bellingham, you could have a midfield of Gravenberch, Pedri, and of course, Jude Bellingham. And it's going to be a very solid starting three while you get up to Division 4 or 5, you know what I mean? Or even maybe 4 or 3. So starting with the boys at the back, Ross Barkley is a box-to-box. Just doesn't really cut it, lads. No defensive stats. That's all you really need to know about him. Even though his skills are good, he gets a thumbs down from me. We also have the goalkeeper. Doesn't hit 90 in any stat apart from reflexes. Not really that good, to be honest with you. I mean, I wouldn't be spinning the pack for him, right? So he's a thumbs down. We also have Murillo here as well, who is an extra frontman CB. Speed and acceleration. Pretty decent for an extra frontman. But that's where it ends. I don't think that this is a great card at all. Now, he can play right back as well. You don't need to train him up that way. He doesn't have blocker, though, even though he's an extra frontman. That's a bit of a concern. And he doesn't have a face. He has a wish face, lads, or a face from Temu. I don't know what's going on with his player appearance, but it's not it. So that's another thumbs down. We also have Tammy Abraham. Now, we actually spun Tammy Abraham, but he's not even going to make the bench, lads. And that's just because we have a glutton of players up front that can do a better job than him. He can only play CF as well. You can't train these cards. Another thumbs down, unfortunately, even though he's super sub. That might take him back a little bit. You've got super sub, chip shot, soul control, heading, first time shot, and area superiority. It's not the worst card you could get. It's not the worst spin. And we have Saelemaekers there as well, who is on loan with Roma. Is he at a permanent move now? I'm not too sure. 90 speed, 90 acceleration with a good manager, but that's about it. And these box-to-box lads, if they don't have 80 plus in attacking and defensive stats, it's just not worth it. Now, he's saved a little bit because of his booster, but he is more of an attacking option, especially his player skills. So he gets kind of a thumbs up for me. If you do spin him, give him a bit of a chance, right? Cody Gakpo, again, not the best card as a prolific winger. He's tall, he's a bit different, he's got some nice player skills, double touch, soul control, but he's missing too much. He doesn't have one touch pass, he doesn't have flip flap, so he doesn't have that, ball roll compared to other cards that you can get. Even the standard Cody Gakpo is going to be probably better than this guy trained up, to be honest. So another thumbs down. Lisandro Martinez, not the best version of Martinez. Where the game is at the moment, you definitely need 85 speed for any player defensive. So only as a free option, I would say Martinez to get him in. He does have nice player skills and you can play out a little bit with him, but he's just down on the list. So again, it's probably like not a thumbs up. Buemo is the same, even though he's a booster. He's had a couple of boosters in this game. He does have the shooting +3. He does have a nice little bit of skills as well. Outside curler, he's missing one touch pass. He's missing any passing skills. He doesn't have pinpoint cross. Oh, he does have pinpoint cross and outside curler. Sorry, boys. I am wrong. But he does have good speed, acceleration, kicking power that will all go 90 with a good manager. Ball control over 90. Pretty decent. He's probably going to give him a thumbs up because he can play in different positions as well. Now on to the kind of the big three, right? So Anthony Gordon doesn't have great balance. His tight possession is pretty decent. He hits kind of all the thresholds. But he's a left winger. And a creative playmaker playing left wing is not really going to do it compared to a Roman flanker or prolific. You can still play him there. I know people get kind of, oh, do I need to have a play style that's locked all the time? No, you don't. I play prolific wingers AMF. I play whole players left mid, right mid, up front. Gareth Bale, you be playing him up front. So it doesn't really matter that much about it. But for me, I don't think this is that strong of a card either. There's just so many good creative playmakers and whole players in the game. it's going to have to be something special. Then we have Savinho, the City boy. Now, this guy is what I would probably go for if I was going for this. It's a very unique card. He's very strong, even though his physical contact isn't great. He's a strong runner. His low foot accuracy does kind of break this card a little bit, even though he's got the pass and booster. He has double touch flip flap and soul control, one touch pass. Very, very nice. He has scissors feint, outside curler. This is a solid card. A very, very solid Savinho card if you're looking for something a bit different. And then we have Jude Bellingham. Hey, Jude. So many Jude Bellingham cards, lads. He can only play AMF and CMF. He's down as a whole player. You know the last Jude Bellingham whole player that was the best was like about a year ago. It's not a bad card, but his acceleration and speed, they're both not going to go over 85. His speed and acceleration are probably the key if you're playing him as a whole player. Rest of his card is pretty decent. He's going to have plus 85 with dribbling, finishing, possession, low pass, ball control, attacking awareness, all hitting 90 nearly. Speed and kicking power and balance, all around that mark. And he's going to have 90, 80 aggression and over 80 defensive engagement as well. So, my picks, thumbs up. Jude Bellingham, Savinho, Buema, probably Martinez. And that's probably it, lads. Maybe Salamakers as well. But it's another disappointing enough player of the week. I think they're losing their effect. And yeah, that's it. If you're staying free to play, get your free spin and dip. And have a look at the MVPs. I'll be back with another review and training guide of the MVPs soon. Don't forget to subscribe. Peace.